Season's greetings, everybody. You know something I like to do in immersive railroading? Chasing local trains. Local trains, in my opinion, are just as spectacular as road trains. And in this video, we're going to hunt down a few. Roll the intro if you please, editor. Our first stop while hunting for switchers and locals brings us to the distance signal to Frankton connection on Frankton Boulevard, 20 miles south of downtown Lapiz. We're just about 5 track miles east of the Frankton Beach Railway Station, and this section of the line does not see very much action. 2 times a week, a local will come down with empty grain cars bound for the grain facility. Once at the grain facility, the grain cars are loaded up and then taken out on the Lapiz switcher, bound back for the yard up near downtown Lapiz Point. This is a one-way track, and trains are usually seen traveling eastbound. Though the shuttle movement of empty grain cars from the yard down here is usually an overnight job, it's weird to see this work done in daylight. So even though I didn't have the specific train idea of this guy, I caught him anyway. A few days later, I swung by the Industrial Ave hoping to catch the Lapiz Port shuttle job coming out of the harbor, but instead was caught off guard by a local yard shuttle that comes down from the Canadian Pacific Yard up to the north of downtown, down to the harbor with usually mixed traffic. About 15 minutes after that local passed, up came Go Transit 609, the daily commuter shuttle from downtown to West Lapiz Point. After leaving his airport station stop, he was pulling into the port to pick up more commuters, and then he'd be on his way to West Lapiz Point. I waited for about another 15 minutes after he had cleared the crossing, and decided to move down to the port station and try and see if I could catch the Lapiz Port shuttle job coming out of the port. Waited for about 15 minutes, and here he came. For some reason running with trio power, which is unusual for this job, and then after a short while he came to a slow stop, and he reversed back into the port. I waited for about 45 minutes, I heard a bunch of noise, but he never came out again. I decided then to call it a day. I then decided to try my luck with a section of the industrial spur that crosses over the Lapiz Metro Rail A line. Though this section of track does not see very much action, if at all, I decided to spend the day there and got a bunch of nothing. Except this Lapiz Metro Rail commuter train. I decided to round out the day by seeing if I could catch GO Transit 608, pulling out of the West Lapiz layover facility, bound for Union Station.
That's right. You know what's the... This is Thomas the Tankin. Sung. Toot. Let's get it. When you see me rolling down the track, you know that I troll and I've got fat stacks. I got 6 small wheels and a short stumpy dome. I'm sending these right into your home. You know I run this island, the island of Soda. I always hold the line like my main man Dodo.